Hello, viewers, and welcome to today's episode of Disappointed Dragon. I've made another trip to the dollar store, as you can see. I have two new blind bags. Very different, but similar, because they're both from the same company. They're both from Zuru Surprise. I'm not 100% sure. My memory is not the greatest, but I think that's the same company that did that dinosaur that came in like the plastic orange that had the shoulder cannons that I called shoulder captains. I'm pretty sure these are the same. Editing me will edit in if I'm correct. Thank you for that. I'm pretty sure I am, though, because their logo looks like it's in the shape of a segmented orange, and I bet you that these open up just like those. I got two of them. We got one that's Monster Trucks, which is quite heavy, and one that is Volcano Dino Strike, which is much lighter. But if they are the same as the other one, it's probably just going to have like a dinosaur that you put together and build, probably with giant blasters on them or something. It's hard to say. This capsule is made with certified recycled plastic. It's great. It's better than self-taught recycled plastic, that's for sure. Yes, I know, my jokes are hilarious. These are ridiculously expensive. I got these from the dollar store, and they were $5 each. So these had better be real nice, because if they're not, they definitely are not worth the price. They're also in this weird, like, shrink-wrapped crispy plastic that I never really like. But at least it has an easy tear, which is proving to not be that easy to tear. Oh, come on. I never liked these, this plastic. I know I mention it every time, but it's so weird. Ouch. Oh, that got right under my fingernail. It's weird, because it's, like, sort of crispy. I don't know. It's very hard to describe what I mean, but as soon as you pick it up, you'll know exactly what I mean. And yes, this is the exact same segmented orange design as last time. What? Jeez, this thing does not come apart easy. So sorry, future me. I guess I could have just waited and not had you confirm. But, you know, sometimes you just gotta put a little bit of work in when you're editing, right? Yeah, I thought so. Alright. So this is such a weird thing. This one's like a half orange. Last time the whole thing was segmented. This time you only get one half of it in segments. Another half like that. Oh. So this will be the collector's guide. Oh. It's kind of a cop-out. So you get dinosaurs. It looks like they just have like head armor. And then you've got a combat chopper and a combat jeep. And then a volcano wrangler, which is clearly just another combat jeep. They're not helmets, I guess. They're like capture devices. So I'm hoping we got a dinosaur, because, you know, why would you buy a dinosaur blind bag and hope to get a vehicle? You wouldn't. And it looks like we got the flying dino, the pterosaur, which I'm okay with. I do like pterosaurs. And I do remember last time that the, I think we got the skeleton T-Rex, and the one that we opened last time was fairly nice. I don't know if it's $5 nice. And I'm still not a big fan of these weird segmented plastic containers, but at least it makes them somewhat stand out, I guess. But I guess we'll put it together and see. And we'll compare it to the vehicle, because I'm curious. Watch the monster truck set have like monsters in it as well, so you buy this hoping for a truck and you get a monster instead. I would be okay with that, because I like monsters and things. But, you know, not everyone would. Come on, go together. First look at it, I'm actually really liking it. It's got like a clear plastic. It's got paint and colors on it, so like his, oh, come on. It's hard to put together, though, that's for sure. Come on. Oh, jeez. It's real hard to put together, but you can see that the claws are each individually painted as well. So that's pretty cool. But they always kind of do this with these toys, where they're always super, super hard to put together for some reason. I've noticed that with recent toys a lot lately, like You'd think that since these are made for children, they'd be somewhat easy to put together, but they are not. Especially because it seems like the legs and the head all move together to like... There's like an action feature in it. So as I'm trying to put the leg onto the ball joint, it keeps on moving the ball joint forward on its peg, preventing me from putting it on. Come on. So I'm just going to take this off screen for a second because it's really being difficult. Jeez. Just will not go on. Okay. Well, I've got it on, but it seems like it's supposed to be splayed out like this, which is kind of weird. I'm not a big fan of that, but whatever. Let's see if the shoulders are just as hard to put on. Oh, man. These things take so much force to put together. Like, I'm an adult man, and I am having a lot of difficulty putting this together. Any child who bought this is going to be asking for help. Because, man alive. Oh, also, I should apologize if you can hear kind of a fan in the background. It's really cold in my house, so I've got a space heater on. The joys of living in Canada in the winter. It's very cold. Just do a quick zoom in on the head here. Is a sound I imagine it makes. It's not bad. It's not poorly painted. It's got a couple of different colors. It's impossible to put together. I have to say, the biggest downside so far with this thing is that it is... Oh my word, it is difficult to put together. This thing is... Oh man. That's some effort. It's got sort of an action feature where his head goes forward when you squeeze his legs together. Oh man, that is frustrating. And it comes with these golden manacles, which you're supposed to stick on his legs. Which you can't see. There. I've put them on upside down because I'm real clever that way. They're actually supposed to go on the other way. Oh, jeez. I'm real intelligent sometimes, guys. Artificially extending the length of my videos by just not understanding how things go together. There. It's our captured pterosaur. Roar, roar. It's not a terrible thing. I definitely don't think it's worth the $5 that I paid for. Just because I feel like you could buy a static pterosaur toy very similar to this for probably a bit less. Although, to be fair, I'm not sure if that's true or not. It's been a long time since I've tried to buy dinosaur toys. It's quite nice. It's got an articulating mouth. You can capture it with golden shackles. Kind of has an action feature where it just sort of moves its head forward a little bit while it, yeah. I don't know. The action feature seems kind of pointless. If I'm completely honest, it doesn't really seem to do much besides, you know, make him look like he's jamming out to some kind of beat. But it's not bad. For what it is, the quality is there. I just wish it was easier to put together. Because, man, was that hard. Holy moly, was that hard. Also, I just would love to point out that the the Brontosaurus one, if they'll zoom in for me, has his foot stuck in a bear trap. Look at his face. He's just like, oh, ow. This is extremely inconvenient. It's fantastic. Anyways, let's see if the monster truck impresses me more. Something about vehicles. I always feel like vehicles are worthwhile when you get them because they're just so much fun to play with. We had a big bucket full of Hot Wheels toys when I was a kid. We still actually have it at my parents' house. And me and my brother would have to share the Hot Wheels because any of you who have siblings probably are aware that you don't always like to share. So it has to be kind of obvious who's got what. So some of the better vehicles we had this favorite vehicle that was like a 6-wheeled moon crawler type vehicle that had a little dish on it. So we had to have two, one for me and one for my brother, so that we wouldn't fight. And one of them specifically was mine and one specifically was his, because they're different colors, and for the life of me, I can't remember which was which anymore. I haven't actually looked inside of that bin in such a long time. Maybe one of these days I'll see if I can find any of my old toys and we can have a look at them, but that's an idea for the future because we're still trying to get this plastic off. You can just listen to the noise of this plastic. Whoever's a headphone user, I'm very sorry. It's terrible. Always hated this plastic. Ugh. And again, we've got the weird half orange. Although it's not orange, but you know what I mean. Segmented. As if it wasn't orange. Come on, open up. Open up. Come on. There we go. Now we've got the trucks. Smaller range by far. It looks like we've only got the option of 7 trucks, which are all fairly similar. Whereas I think we had quite a few more dinosaurs. But that's okay. Let's open this up. Aha! Well, this one comes with a weapon. That's always welcome. Let's see how it goes. It doesn't have a lot of oomph, but at least it fires. That's more like it. Yeah. Endless entertainment. There was a time when all toys kind of had to have that. The ability to fire some kind of projectile. Huge thing at one point in time. Come on. You can open. And I've torn the plastic incorrectly, so that doesn't want to open. I still don't really understand the packaging inside of this. It's very strange. It just seems completely unnecessary. And will all be going in my garbage can. Alright. It's unfortunate we didn't get the T-Rex and the dinosaur one because this is apparently the T-Rex Crusher. The vehicle specifically made to crush T-Rexes. Well, let's put it together, shall we? I'm gonna assume that it's not overly complicated. There you have it. It's a monster truck, alright. Although I still wish it was like those monster trucks I talked about in that other video that opened up and had an actual like mouth in it, but even still, that's actually a pretty nice thing. We'll zoom in a bit so you can see it a bit more detailed. It's a nice thing. It's a nice little vehicle. I still don't know if it's $5 nice. I guess you get to kind of build it, although it's only like, 8 pieces. But I guess 9 pieces, 10 if you count the missile. The missile does add infinite amounts of play value to it for me because I've always liked those. I've always liked the spring-loaded missiles on toys. It's always a thing that I've loved since I was a kid because they're just so much fun. I feel like you can get a Hot Wheel monster truck for a little bit less than that, but again, it's been so long since I've bought toys, I could be crazy. Maybe this is a great value. I mean, I don't feel bad about it. Together, these two are really nice toys, and I mean, considering the other blind bags we've bought for about the same price, at least these are good value. They're well built and all that. I really wish this one was easier to put together. This one was very easy to put together. And it actually feels quite nice, because again, this feels much weightier than this does. This is all rubberized plastic, whereas this is much harder plastic. It has wheels. And it spins. Zoom! Endless fun. Endless fun. Also, you can shoot this out of the sky. Ah! Ah! Endless fun. Also, I really do love the little head wiggle. It's fantastic. I wish I had like a techno beat to put in the background, like he's having a great time. Yeah, no. Wonder if I could balance him up there so that he could ride the... There you go. Nope. I had it. There. Nope. Every time I say there is when he falls off. It's fantastic. There we go. He's got a... Ah! He shot me! I've been murdered. Actually got me right past the camera. Fantastic. Oh, man. No, I'm actually pretty happy with those. Compared to some of the blind bags we've opened recently, I'm pretty pleased with that. Especially the monster truck. I just like monster trucks. As you'll recall from those little key launcher ones. But yeah, no, this thing is pretty awesome. I love the spring-loaded laser. I like the design. It's a cool thing. Monster trucks were super big when I was a kid, and they're still pretty cool now. Always wanted to drive one, although I'm not sure how I'd get up there. I'm not particularly agile. It might be hard to climb up. But that'll do it for this one, guys. As always, stay happy, stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.